Hey weirdos, welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're having an amazing start to your day, middle of your day, end of your day. I hope it's a good day. I found just randomly on Amazon, I was scrolling through stuff and I found this dip kit from Tough Girls. I've never heard of it before. Let me know if you have, but I figured we're gonna try it out. So these are the instructions. I do really love the fact that it has top coat instructions that are actual fact with the second coat of activator, wiping it down, and the top coat stuff. So I was super excited and optimistic to read that. Here's a little bit about the company if you want to pause to read. I will leave all the information down below in the description box. We're going to get into product. So it comes with this two-sided buffer. You can see the grit right here. It also came with a regular nail file, an orange wood stick, which I really like, and a whole slew of these nail cleansing wipes. I didn't have to use them because I'm using peel off base coat per my usual, but they're there in case you want to use them. It comes with your activator, your base top, and then the 4 powders. Now, just for comparison purposes, these are hard, like durable, heavy bottles. And to compare the size, here's a bottle of Mani Boss. It is a little bit smaller, but I actually really like this liquid, and spoiler alert, this may be my new pick for glossy AF dip top coat. Wait till you guys see. I'm a little shook. So here's the brush. It's got a bottle stopper. The liquid is a thin to medium consistency and a medium dry time, which I very much appreciate. Activator is activator. As you will see, it works perfectly. So how about we get into application here? So I'm going to use the clear from DNI because this did not come with a clear. I would highly recommend you picking up a clear. You can get them from Amazon, from DNI, from whatever company you want to get it from. I have all the links down below for you. And I'm going to use my peel off base coat. This is a me thing because I change my manis so frequently. You'll of course want to prep your nails if you want a longer lasting mani. If you want a prep video, I'll leave that up in the cards for you. So I'm going to get started. As you can see, the dip powders all come very, very well sealed. It was a little bit of a struggle with my nails, but we got it. So I'm going to start off with the blue, and I'm going to do a very basic application, nothing crazy. I'm going to use all 4 colors, and that is something I noticed. If you click the link below to the dip kit, you will see she has a few, they, them. They have a few options as far as quads of color, but I feel like all of the quads that are put together really do coordinate very well, which I love. I love a mani you can do and not have to think about it. You can do this in a million different ways and it will look gorgeous because the colors just go so well together. And this was giving me really patriotic vibes. Perfect for Memorial Day coming up. So first thing, the powder is very soft. It is pretty opaque for one coat. Now, mind you, I have builder gel over my natural nail, so the colors will will appear more opaque over my nail. Also, if you have longer nails, you may want to do an extra dip just to get that opacity. I didn't mention you should also grab a fluffy brush as well as a stiff bristle scrubby brush. Those are the only two, and the clear. The only additional products I would recommend aside from this kit. Now I'm going to go ahead and leave an image of what this cost to me when I grabbed it, or as I'm doing this voiceover at least. I don't know, usually when I do videos like this, they jack up prices because they start getting a lot of orders, which I blame y'all for. So I'm not sure what the cost is currently or what it will be in the future, but that's what I paid for it. I bought it with my own money. They didn't send this to me. I don't think they know I exist. That they might, but I have never talked to them. So this is a completely candid, as usual, review, if you will. Not sent to me in PR. As you can see, I'm taking my orange wood stick and I'm going around that cuticle area and the sidewall area. This will help keep your cuticle area and your sidewall area very clean and make it much easier to file later. So first impressions, I had a couple of nails done already, and the base I really like. And I really like the brush too. I think this is very well manufactured product. The activator has a little bit of a strange odor. I don't know if it's bad per se, but it worked. It didn't, dissolve my nails and my fingers are fine. So it worked. It smelled off to me, but I've had that experience before with activators. I'm not a chemist. I don't know what the ingredients are, but as long as it works and it doesn't cause any kind of reaction, I'm here for it. The white is a strange creature. It's very difficult to get white the way I would like it to perform. But as far as whites go, not the worst white I've used. It actually, in the finished photo that you probably saw already, it cleans up really well. So now that I've gotten the first coat on, I'm going to go ahead and dust off excess and do one more full dip. And that is my normal routine. I do 2 coats of color, 1 coat of clear. And if you're wondering if you need clear, you don't technically need the clear, but I find that clear comes in handy when you're filing and buffing. Sometimes you can overfile. It's actually really easy to overfile, and you don't want to disturb the pigment or remove pigment when you're filing. So the clear acts as kind of a buffer layer between your color and your file, and it helps prevent removing color while you're filing. So I'm going to go ahead, get the second coat on. I have method to my madness. If you're wondering why I only did 3 nails, that red pink glitter, as you're going to see, it's pretty pigmented, and I wanted to make sure that I had these nails done so I didn't contaminate anything with that intense reddish pinkish glitter, as they call it. I'm not going to call it a glitter. I think that's cap. It's not glitter. Is it really pretty? Yes, but it wasn't a glitter as I was expecting. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish up my second dip, and then we're going to get into the red glitter. I realize I just said that was cap. I have clearly been hanging out with my teenage kids far too much. Anyway, also, side note, if you want to see how I remove my dip powder with peel base on, stay tuned. I will leave the removal in at the end of the video. So as mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and finish up this coat. Then I'm going to get into that red glitter, clear cap everything, activate. I'll talk you through that. But if you want a very beginner friendly video on how to do dip powder nails at home, because I realize this is more of a review than a tutorial, I will leave my very beginner friendly dip video up in the cards if you want to reference that. So we're looking pretty good so far. We're going to get into this quote unquote red glitter. Is there a shimmer to it? Yes. Can you see it when it's top coated? Not so much, but it is a gorgeous color. I also think it is a very red leading pink. But again, I think it went so well with this quad. Perfect for Memorial Day, perfect for 4th of July. I don't know how many are in stock as I'm doing this voiceover. It happens almost every time I do a video with an Amazon product. Before I even post the video, it's already gone. I'm sorry if it is. Hopefully something is left. I will leave some other dip kits that I really, really like from Amazon down below. If you want to check out my Amazon storefront, I have all of my favorite dip shenanigans in there, from tools that I use, brushes, dip kits, the whole thing. Everything is down there. Oh, speaking of my Amazon storefront, I did a live recently, and I know I was talking about some non-nail related stuff, and you guys wanted me to add it to my storefront, so it's down there. It's like bras, panties, protein powder. Our lives, well, my lives, I call it our lives because we're a big family here. We have a Facebook group. If you want to hop over, link is down below. But when I do lives, we talk about all sorts of nonsense while I do nails. Sometimes I teach, sometimes we just hang out and BS, which is so much fun, for me at least. I hope you guys enjoy it. My next live will be in June. I'm going to try and do them monthly. I was doing them almost weekly, and it was exhausting. Not to mention my nails were taking a beating doing them 3 times a week. So I'm sorry, but I will be trying to do them monthly. If you want to check out my lives, feel free. The live chat is closed, of course, because it's not live like in the moment, but it's a good time. Okay, so this pink glitter is beautiful. I'm going to dust off. I'm going to do one more dip, and then we're going to clear cap everything, which is exactly the same as a regular dip. And I'm going to talk to you about the activator. Hopping in while I'm dusting excess, I wanted to make sure you knew why I wanted you to get a stiff bristled scrubby brush, because clear, especially over deeper or darker colors, can leave a white cast or what looks like white specks from the clear acrylic. The DNI clear is amazing, but if you scrub the excess clear off your nail, you're going to have a much clearer and less cloudy finish to your nail later. So that's what I use the scrubby brush for. Now we're going to activate. So again, the activator doesn't smell like most activators I've used. It seemed to be fine and it did work. But I will tell you, this activator did need a little extra time to set. Typically, with most activators I've used at least, I can go in after like a minute and file with no issue. I did do 2 full coats of activator, which is my usual. I do it for my own security and sanity. But I did wait a good 3 to 4, maybe 5 tops minutes before I went in and started filing. I will leave my filing and buffing video up in the cards or down in the box in case you want to see how I do that. But you do want to give this activator a few extra minutes just to make sure it sets completely. So I did go ahead and file and buff off camera, all shaped up, ready to go. And now we're going to do my no-fail top coat routine, which is pretty much what these instructions say to do, verbatim. So I'm going to walk you through that. I'm going to grab a paper towel. I like to do a tri-fold on this because the resin, the glue, the top coat, that's what it is, it's glue. It tends to really dive deep down into a paper towel and glue itself to my nail towel thing. So I do a tri-fold paper towel. I have a hand rest and my activator. First thing I'm going to do is apply the activator one more time. This is not curing the dipped nail. Your dipped nail is already cured. This is going to cure your top coat you're going to put over it. I don't know what it does scientifically or chemically, but I know that it makes the top coat dry down, and it makes it dry down super glossy. And wait till you see the gloss on this top coat. Blew my mind. I was so not expecting it. Okay, so I'm going to apply the activator. I'm just doing 1 coat of activator to each nail, and then it says to let this dry for 2 minutes. Let it sit, let it absorb, let it do what it's got to do. And then after 2 minutes, you're going to take a paper towel or a lint-free wipe, which I prefer, and you're going to rub it in, so to speak. You're kind of taking off the excess activator residue from the surface of the nail, but the motion that I'm doing, it feels like I'm rubbing it in, just so you know what I'm doing there. So after you have rubbed off the excess activator, we're ready for top coat. Now I'm going to take the base and top, same thing I used to apply the dip, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to do 3 relatively quick strokes across each nail, 1 down the middle, and then 1 on each side, and then I'm going to wipe off both sides of that brush on the lint-free. Back in the bottle, repeat on the next nail. Now, it is super important to wipe the brush off. I know it seems like an extra step, but trust me, you're going to want to do that. Why? Because activator cures the glue, right? So if your glue brush, your base top brush, is coming in contact with the activator, it very well may harden your brush. Wiping off that excess is going to hopefully eliminate that. And I can tell you, I had 0 issues with brush hardening, so this worked beautifully. So I'm going to go ahead and get that on all of the nails. And then it does say to let it dry for 2 minutes before you go in with your second coat. I did not wait 2 minutes. I know I'm a dirty rule breaker, but I have never waited that long for a first coat to dry. So I gave it maybe 45 seconds to a minute before I went in with my second coat, which you're going to see me do right now. Going in with a second coat. Now your second coat can be a little bit more precise, if you will, and a little bit slower. However, I don't like to spend time on top coat, not because I'm lazy, that's besides the point, because I am, but I find that the more your brush touches your nail, or the longer your brush sits on your nail, the likelier it is for the top coat to get messed up or the brush to be contaminated, right? So I'm still doing 3 strokes relatively quick across the nail. Maybe I'll add a 4th if I need to even things out. And I am capping my free edge. That'll help seal everything in and make the edge nice and smooth. So I'm going to go ahead and get that on all the nails. And then I'm gonna let this dry for exactly 2 minutes, and you're gonna see the finished result. It has been exactly 2 minutes. These are completely dry, and this gloss is literally blowing my mind. I know I said it already, I'll say it again. I was super not expecting this. I'm shook. I'm shooketh by this top coat. This dip kit, your liquids, your vials, orange wood stick, prep pads, 4 colors for under $18. Are you serious? Tough girls, if you can hear me, bravo. I'm super happy with this. I would absolutely order this again. For the powders and for the liquids, they performed so well. I'm going to finish off my manicure with my Candi Skin Care Cuticle Oil. This is, of course, the Hot Mess Marla scent. It smells like the most delicious rainbow sherbet. Let me know down below how you say it. And proceeds for the month of May are being donated to the Mental Health Foundation, which I love with my whole entire heart. We are changing up the benefiting org every month. Next month for June, it'll be the Trevor Project. So keep in mind, if you need some good cuticle oil, I would highly recommend Candi Skin Care. I'm going to go ahead and massage this in. The area between your cuticle and your first knuckle is the matrix. That is where nail growth happens. So can this expedite nail growth? A little bit, yes it can. Here's the finished look. Stay tuned for the popping of the peelies. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you, bye.